What you're watching tonight is the 6th edit that I've done. There are changes every single time because a film evolves, and Martin Scorsese says that it's never finished until it's released. And I guess this film will not be finished until the day that you buy it on Blu-ray or DVD. And since I put this version together, we've actually found a nude scene of Cabal, and Nick's told me about a scene between Kinski and Peregrine that may be somewhere, and I never stopped looking for footage. I never stopped trying to make it better. Each time, the thing that changed the most from Virgin 1 to now is the hillbillies, really. I think I had too many of the hillbillies in to start with, and there was too much cocking guns and getting ready, and it was about 5 minutes too much. So that changed. Now I'm quite happy with it each time I watch it. You guys probably, when you're watching it tonight, say, oh, there's a scene in there, but it actually looks just like the scene from the movie, but actually it never is. There's like 5 or 6 or 7 things that make it different. And I didn't really want to jump between formats too much, because when you watch it, you understand that I am using 3 different things to create the longest version that you could possibly watch. And that's really important to give you continuity. The plan is, if I never ever ever get my hands on the original footage, that will bake the tapes, which is a way of restoring it. If anyone's ever seen the work print of Alien 3, you'll know that that looked really quite rough. And by baking the tape, you actually bring it up to about DVD quality, so which is the worst case scenario, that it'll look as good as the DVD footage on there. But it's a £30,000 process, and so far nobody's given me a penny. I've done this all out of my own funds.
So if you do have any old porno DVDs, don't go putting them in the oven. Just to bring the quality back. It really won't work. I think you did the porno thing. I'm just out on a limb.
No, normally I start, but my mum's here tonight, so I was being so normally at the beginning I say that I compare some of the footage to being like old porno VHSs, but I didn't do that, but now you brought it up, Simon. They all came from Simon's collection anyway.
Well, we're going to hand over to the audience soon, so have a think if there's any questions you want to ask the guys, but while you're having a think, Nick, Simon, can you just give us your recollections of when you first saw Nightbreed, and what did you think?
Mine was, oh you bastards, what have you done? This beautiful movie that Simon and I made. But I actually managed to sit through the entire performance, unlike someone.
Yeah, there was a party beforehand, and I hadn't seen the film. It was in Tower Records in London, and they had these fantastic cocktails in margarita glasses with light cheese painted like eyeballs. And I had quite a few of them beforehand, so I was quite rat-arsed by the time I got to see it. And I was so disappointed that the film and the script that we'd been working to, and the screenplay we'd been working to, was so unlike the original Nightbreed that I walked out halfway through. And then came back at the end, just as Clive was coming down the stairs with all the press around him. And he said, "What did you think?" I said, "Oh, that was rubbish." And he didn't speak to me for 15 years.
Simon, Nick,
I've always been good at tacting diplomacy.
Look, I've got a question. What was it like to watch it at the Empire Leicester Square for the first time with 1,300 people on a big screen after you'd seen that version?
That was awesome. That was truly awesome, because I think, as Simon's just said, and you've just seen for yourselves. I was privileged enough to. Did you see that before Empire Leicester? No. Russell very kindly invited me to his home, so I got to see an even earlier edit, not the one you've seen tonight. And then just to sing it up there with 1,300 people was just awesome as far as I was concerned. Because it's, as I'd said after I'd seen the earlier version, you get Boone and Laurie's love story, which I think is the thing that drives the book of Cabal, and that relationship all the way up to that final moment you see.
Yeah, it made me cry actually seeing it in Leicester Square, because it was so much closer to the way it should have been. It was so much closer to the story that we've been working from the Cabal book. No, it was lovely. It was a revelation, and lovely seeing it because that was also in Leicester Square. We first saw it in the Odeon Leicester Square. So to see it just across the road of the Empire 25 years later was amazing, to be honest, for any movie.
Great. So has anyone got any questions? Hands up. Anyone? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Oh, we got a guy over there. Go
Is
ahead.
there anything we can sign online to show Morgan Creek that there is the interest out there to actually get the footage and
Yeah,
see the
most people are here. How many people are here because of Occupy Midian? Great, well a lot of you guys, well, there's a website called occupymidian.com where you can sign a petition, and there's a Facebook page called Occupy Midian that you can express. Now, Morgan Creek are, as much as they sound like the villain, they're not. They're really a commercial organisation. So the more of you guys that say that you would buy it and you thought it was Nightbreed as you wanted to see it, that's when they'll talk serious numbers. Now, they already are, because we screened it at Quentin Tarantino's cinema in Los Angeles. He came along, and there were just so many people want to watch this movie now, and it sold out almost every screening that we put together. No matter what size of cinema. 700 people in Chicago, 1,300 in London. I get 3 screening requests a day. There's only really me going around and a guy called Mark Miller screening it, and there's only so many places you can go with it. But people really want to watch it. I mean, did you guys enjoy it? Did anybody? Yeah. Did you think it was better? Yeah. Well, so did it reflect the book? That's the main thing for those educated people. Did you think it was better? Yeah. Well, that was my only goal really, was to bring Clive's book to life and to make it. I mean, the best thing in the world is I made it for me, selfishly, and then all you guys are watching it, which is like the icing on the cake. I mean, thank you.
Okay, any more questions? Gentleman up there.
Does the original footage actually exist? Have they told you it exists?
It's a bit of a myth. So yeah, okay, so there's original footage. Morgan Creek were like a virgin company. This was their second or third feature. And I always, when someone asks this question, I always use the analogy from Indiana Jones. When you go into the big warehouse and you're looking for one thing. Well, Morgan Creek don't have the footage, and it's my belief that 20th Century Fox have it. Now, we know how many films 20th Century Fox have made, so it's a huge thing to go and find it. So again, like the gentleman before you, the more people that say they want to watch it, the more chance I've got of getting my hands on all the original footage and working with Robin Vidgeon to do a 1080p telecine and then recutting it together. I've been spent 9 months to a year of my life on this, just making it, and now 6-7 months screening it. All I want to do is finish what I started. And that's the process I'm on, and we all want to do that. We all want to sit around and do a director's commentary and a cast and crew commentary and watch it and know you guys actually have in your hands what Clive intended you to have. So yeah, so I think it exists. I don't think they destroy films that were shot in 1989. It's just a matter of belief and getting hold of it. Yeah.
Can I just mention that we've got not 1 but 3 of the special effects people that worked on the movie somewhere in the audience. Put your hands up, guys, if you're here. Where are you? Up in the corner up there. Amazing, amazing, talented people. Some of their work here, down here in the front as well.
I'd just like to say what we said at Leicester Square as well, because they also had some image animation, that Nick and I are eternally grateful for the fantastic work of the guys at Image Animation for kind of giving us a kind of career over the last 25 years, and we're ever in your debt. Thank you.
Yeah, and it was my goal remaking this movie to put as much of their work back in as was humanly possible, because I wanted to see the Ray Harryhausen type creature. I wanted to see all the things that were missing, just like you guys did. But I've got a request from everybody. Right, tonight is my best friend's 60th birthday. That person will be Clive Barker. Right, and he's not with us, but I thought we could sing him happy birthday and I could film it and sing it. Are you guys up for that? Because every time all you people are in a room together, he never quite believes it. It blows him away. I mean, I'm not joking when I say that he loves every one of you, because he does. Because you've given him a life, a career. And without all of you, we wouldn't be here tonight. And Clive wouldn't as well. He wouldn't be writing 18 hours a day so that he can do work, in his lifetime for you guys. So I'm going to press record, and if we could sing happy birthday to Clive. And it was also my mum's birthday yesterday, so I'm going to add her to this. So I look like Super Son, yeah? So let's sing happy birthday to Clive, everyone. Right.